everyone, and welcome to the 2015 TORHS 2Hot4Ice National Championships here in Taylor, Michigan, brought to you on St. Louis Sports Productions.com as we get set for the Division I Championship between the visiting Mission Black Ice and the home team, the Alkali Assault. How's everybody doing out there? Thanks for tuning into this one. It's going to be an excellent matchup here in the Division I Championship. Division I, if you do not know, is U24, so players with the birth year 1990 and younger can compete in this division, and it's pretty much the second best division as opposed to pro. You can maybe have an argument for adult gold, but definitely D1 is your highest set of competition minus pro, so you're going to see some great names, and pretty much every single player that you're going to see in this game played in pro on good teams. They have a few players that even won for the Snipers in the pro division, so this is just an all-star matchup here in the Division I Championship. The Mission Black Ice, coached by Jay Murrow, will be wearing the yellow jerseys with the blue trim. They'll wear blue helmets and black pants. They'll go from left to right on your screen in period number 1. As for the Alkali Assault, they will wear the white jerseys, and they have players with all kinds of different colors of helmets and gloves. They will go from right to left on your screen in period number 1, and they're coached by Chris Street. Your referees are Denbach and Renault, two veteran officials here at the TORHS 2Hot4Ice Championships. And this one, like I said, is essentially an all-star game. Just tons of talent on both sides, and they're all converging here in the Division I title. And some of these guys you'll see in the Junior AAA Championship later on today as well. As we're all set out at center, Denbach will drop the puck between Hawkins and Piscali. And the Bowling Green State University product, Brandon Hawkins, will win the draw, but the Mission Black Ice get possession right back. PJ DiMartino on the far circle has his pass deflected by Larry Adagoki, and then it's bumped back up ahead for Tiffenworth. Tiffenworth gets his pocket picked, and it's controlled by the Assault. Swims for Brandon Hawkins. We'll go right back to Swims, and right back to Hawkins again. Hawkins on the far wall, wearing the bright orange gloves for his pro team, the Alkali Surge. Also wears some orange and brown gloves for the Falcons of Bowling Green, as I said earlier. The former member of the Sioux City Musketeers in the United States Hockey League, a bright future in the game of ice hockey. Already one of the big names in roller hockey. And speaking of big names in roller hockey, PJ DiMartino controls in his own end. Fires that one up ahead, intercepted by the aforementioned Hawkins. Hawkins got Swim going to the net and couldn't put it on his stick. Just out of the reach of Swims. Hey, it comes back in front. Adagoki has a couple whacks at it, but Machinsky stays strong, keeps the puck out of net. Hawkins fakes a slap shot out at the point as he's watched by Tiffenworth. Hawkins drops it off for Swims. He crosses the red line back into his own end. He'll just play it over in the open area for J.C. Capagna. Capagna back for Swims, near circle in his own zone. Skates through the slot in his defensive end. Long pass up ahead for Hawkins. Hits off the end wall as he controls it behind the goal. He'll walk out front, bottom of the far circle. Wrist shot and a save made by Machinsky. He'll hold on for no further rebound here. 10:30 left in the first period. Face-off will be to the glove side left of Machinsky, the goaltender for the Newman Knights, the champions of the NCRHA this season. And he backstopped him the whole way there. An excellent goaltender with a bright future in the game of roller hockey, as he sees his team win the draw in behind the goal. Shane Fox, his teammate on the Newman Knights, will turn it over to Aliardi as it comes back over to the near side, and that one shot off a shin guard. And possession back to the Mission Black Ice. It's played up for Matt Gerger, and that one, it takes a deflection. And the Assault will turn it back over to the Mission Black Ice. Matt Gerger has control at the red line. He finds his man in stride. That's Caligiuri. Caligiuri, a shot from the top of the circle near side, and a save made by Silverson, who covers that one up and stops play with 9:56 left in the first period. And the draw will be in the right circle, deep in the Assault zone. Face-off is won by the Black Ice. Matt Gerger will send it back down right to where the face-off was taken for his teammate Caligiuri. Now it's played to Tyler Kraft, another member of the Newman Knights. 3 players on this Mission Black Ice team were members of that national championship Newman Knight club from this past season. Shane Fox walks in with a wrist shot far side, and another save from Silverson. You're going to have 2 of the best shots in all of roller hockey in this game. You saw one of them there, Shane Fox, wearing number 13 for the Mission Black Ice. The other one is Brandon Hawkins. Before the Alkali Assault, these 2 guys can absolutely rip the puck. It's going to be a treat to watch and hear as neither of them are on the floor now, as the faceoff is won by the Black Ice in their offensive zone, but it comes back down to their own end. Sent back up the wall, and Caligiuri has control. Tiffenworth. Tiffenworth meanders around at his own end. No real pace to this game as of yet. That's surely going to pick up here at some point with all the speed on both of these rosters. Played up to PJ DiMartino. DiMartino zigs and zags around neutral court. Now he'll advance towards goal. Cuts into the high slot, now near circle. Tries to fire a shot from the face-off dot, but he's bumped off the puck, and it's played up for Ryan Perry. Ryan Perry working a one-on-one against Tiffenworth. It's dropped back to Hodge. Hodge couldn't fire the shot away. And in transition, here comes Pascali for the Black Ice. Leads the 2-on-1 over to DiMartino, and a save by Silverson on a one-timer attempt from PJ DiMartino. Now back to Ryan Perry. He'll sit it diagonally back into the far corner in his own end. Perry heads to the net as Hodge has control at his own goal line. He makes the short pass instead of the long one. Up ahead for Johnny Smith. Now Smith goes back for swims. Now to Hodge again. He'll skate around in the high slot in his own zone before he plays it off to Swims right in front of the scorer's box. Now he'll get it back to Hodge in the near circle in the Assault defensive end. Hawkins hot off the bench, receives the pass from Hodge. He'll give it right back to him. Hits off the wall, and the Detroit native, Corey Hodge, tries to move it up the wall, but he falls down. A nice forecheck by Tiffenworth, forcing that play to be broken up, but Atagoki gets to the loose puck, gives it to Hawkins. Hawkins tries to go back to Atagoki, but that one misses and hits off the end wall deep in the Black Ice defensive end. Atagoki gets to the loose puck and goes over to Ryan Perry, hash marks near side. He just fires it all the way back in his own end to retain possession for the Assault. Hawkins picked it up behind his own goal line. Little stutter step over the puck move as he comes into the zone now. Fakes the wrist shot. Now gets into a shooting lane and fires it off the blocker of Machinsky, and the rebound controlled by the Black Ice. Played up to Pascali. Pascali crosses the red line with speeds at a 1-on-3. Looks back towards his own end. Now he curls back towards goal. He'll walk into the slot, fake the shot, waits, goes over to Tiffenworth, score, Black Ice! Beautiful patience from Pascali, and he finds a wide open Tiffenworth who just slid right into the quiet area, puts it over the glove of Silverson, and it's now 1-0 Black Ice. That's a goal in any league. Beautifully executed play all around, and an early lead for the Black Ice. Face-off one to Matt Gerger on the ensuing face-off. He'll get the return feed as he moves up the right wing. He'll enter the zone of the Assault. Cut through the high slot, far circle. Now wrist shot. Slides wide of the goal. I don't think he got all of it that he wanted, but it nearly caught Silverson off guard. As Hodge controls now, plays it over for Atagoki. Atagoki moves up the far wall and will send it back to Hodge in his own zone. Hodge, long pass up ahead to Campagna in front of the Assault bench. He'll find Hodge in stride as he comes into the zone. It's chipped away from him, hits off the high glass, and it's controlled now and brought along by Nate Gerger. Nate Gerger for Kraft. He tries to one-touch pass right back for Gerger, and that one blocked, and Atagoki in transition heads back the other way. Drops it off for Campagna. Campagna tries to toe drag on Matt Gerger, and he'll break that up and head towards his attacking net. He'll defer off to Tyler Kraft, who spins back and towards his own end and plays it back for Nate Gerger, as I'm joined in the booth by the one and only George Brown. George, have you seen much of this game so far, and if so, what do you think?
That's right, Trefty, the one and only. I got to be honest, I haven't seen much of it, so I'm going to get into this game. I don't even know who scored the first goal, so I'll get into this a little bit and make sure I comment afterwards, but I haven't seen much. Updating the board downstairs. We got some good divisions going on right now with Bantam AAA and Bantam AA and the midget division starting tonight, so just updating that as the rink is still packed here. So I'm just catching up here on the D1 final.
All right, so for George and for anybody that joined us late, Tiffenworth gets the goal on a one-timer on a beautiful pass from Pascali, and that's where we stand right now, a 1-0 lead for the Black Ice, who still control the puck. Shane Fox in the slot, wrist shot, and Silverson. I don't even think he saw it, but he was down in the butterfly and made the save. He controls the rebound, and with a guy with such an impressive shot like Fox, that's really all you got to hope for sometimes, is that it hits you, because you're not going to see it most of the time.
Who made Team USA today? Shane Fox's shot has really impressed me. I've seen him play not only this division, but he's playing juniors, he played pro. He's got one of the best shots in the game, and it's just really impressive. I haven't seen his shot have that much power since he's been in this division. I mean, Shane Fox has gotten so much better over a year, and I didn't think that was possible.
He's a guy that everyone said had such huge upside, and this year it's just shown to perfection. He put on an absolute show at the NCRHA Finals for Newman, and he's doing the same thing here in the Pro Final, getting the game-winning goal in the Pro Final.
Yeah, and the funny thing is a lot of players who play junior and D1 and pro don't give as much as they do in pro into the other divisions. And Shane Fox, that's one player you can't say that about.
He just is 110% hustle all the time. A real treat to watch. Speak of the devil, far circle, he has it. He tries to slide it into the back door, but that misses Pascali. But possession still to the Mission Black Ice. Pascali in the far corner. He'll slide it back to the aforementioned Fox right on the red line. He's watched by Aliardi. Spin back towards his own net. Now go back up for Pascali. Pascali in the slot. Nice toe drag. Gets to the backhand. Couldn't get a shot away, though, and a nice recovery effort by the Assault defense.
Tell you one thing right now, this line is a complete mismatch with Kozlow, Pascali, Tiffenworth, and Fox on. So if the Assault can get something here, that'd be a huge plus.
Aliardi trying to prove you wrong, and a good shot there. But a save made by Machinsky. And Aliardi is an excellent player, playing in the American Hockey League in ice hockey. So he's no slouch. He's going to try to do something near, but the puck rolls off his stick. And it comes to Carmier. Carmier sends it over to the far post. That one is blocked, and now Tiffenworth has it in stride. He's going to come in on a one-on-one. Cuts to the middle, takes the shot, save from Silverson, and Aliardi picks up the rebound. Takes a hook from Pascali as he moves up court. He's got a 1-on-3, cuts to the outside of the backhand, tries to go back to the forehand, but the puck just slides away from it at the last second. He spins back into the slot, fires a shot, hits the side of the net. That one caroms over to the near wall for Kraft now. He has it for the Black Ice. Puts on the brakes and just sends it off the wall back for Fox to slow things down and get a change here for his Black Ice team as well as the Assault. That's shipped up ahead. Ryan Perry intercepts and fires a shot, but Fox, nice recovery to go down and block that shot after making the turnover. Hodge all the way back to Swims in his own end.
One of the deepest benches I've seen in a D1 game. Usually juniors sometimes have 8 D1, 10, 12 for pro. There's 12 guys here in this D1 roster for the Assault. And they're all talented guys, but just a lot of guys. And I'm sure guys like in this situation can get frustrated wanting to be on the rink at all times. So I don't know if that'll play into today's game. But Black Ice still remains fresh, even though there's not 12 guys. And I know the Assault will be fresh, but at a certain time, you can go for a long period of time on the bench, and it can become frustrating for the guys that are on this team.
And guys that are used to playing so much, when you have such short games, 2 12-minute periods, that might cause an issue. But we'll see if it does. Right now, the issue for the Assault is that they trail 1-0. It's a long pass up ahead for Tyler Kraft. Kraft's got Perry all over him, and he fires it back into his own end. Goes on the goal of Machinsky, who just sets it aside for P.J. DiMartino, who also was invited to Team USA's camp these last couple days. He'll find Nate Gerger, who comes in the zone and tries to fire a shot, but that one is blocked, and Swims controls. Now for the Assault. Long pass up for Hodge. Misses him and hits off the wall, but comes right back to him. He'll go to Perry, and Perry, who loves to shoot from anywhere, proves me right.
Oh,
he puts it out in front, and Hodge puts the puck between his own legs and sends it through the equipment of Machinsky. It's tied at 1 on a beautiful highlight reel play from Corey Hodge.
That's an awesome play. Perry tried to bounce it off the back of Machinsky. It didn't work, but it came right into the front of the net, and Hodge was caught up. It was a tight squeeze in there because he was in the crease with Machinsky, but he made that play between his legs and puts that one home. It's a tie game.
Beautiful play from Hodge, who is from the Detroit area, playing close to home here.
Dangerous lines out for both of these teams.
This is a real powerhouse matchup, the 8 men that are on the floor right now. It's Atagoki racing for the puck with Tiffenworth. And Atagoki wins that battle, gets it to Hawkins, and they'll send it back to Swims. Swims back for Hawkins again. He one-hands it back to Swims, who winds and fires a slap shot, but Tiffenworth gets a stick in the passing lane, and that one goes wide of the goal. Tiffenworth picks up the rebound. He'll come up the left wing. Looks like he's going to turn back towards his own end. He's getting all kinds of hacks there from Campagna. But Tiffenworth eventually comes away with it. A little help from Fox. Now we'll go over to Matt Gerger. Matt Gergel moves down the near wall, tries to cut through 3 Alkali defenders. That's never going to work. And now Hawkins,
chance.
2-on-1 with Capena, tries to fire it over. A beautiful defensive play by Shane Fox to break it up. What can't this guy do? Now Matt Gerger in transitions tries to go back for Fox.
Bad pass there, and again in the transition game, 2-on-1.
That one misses. Capena for Hawkins. Hawkins waits, goes back for Capena, and Matt Gerger just saved a goal on the back check. He gets back in time to lift the stick of J.C. Capena. And that would have been a huge goal for the Assault with just a minute left in the period, but it goes for naught. And the puck goes up into the players' benches, and we get a stoppage with 46.5 seconds left. And man, with those 8 players on the floor, you knew it was going to be exciting, and that's exactly what happened.
It's an exciting game, end-to-end action, but again, here's what I was talking about earlier. I don't know if Jason Muro is matching up right now, but this is another mismatch. The strongest person on this line is Alex Aliardi. On D right now, you got Schwartz and Gannon Carmeyer. Carmeyer and Schwartz on D, and I don't know if they're going a full man-to-man. I don't know if this line can last against these 4 that are out for Black Ice.
I mean, they're no slouches, the 2 men you just suggested, but that's just giving credit to the 4 men wearing yellow out there right now. Just a star-studded lineup. Now it's sent up to the red line for the control and carry on by Nixdorf. He'll go back for Aliardi. Aliardi might just try to kill this period out, sensing the mismatch. Drops it in behind the goal. Now 8 seconds left. One last chance for the Assault, maybe. Long pass up ahead. That one's going to miss the stick of Nixdorf. And it's going to go in behind the goal. And the horn sounds. After 1 period of play, we're pretty much right where we started, tied up. 1 goal apiece for either side. Tiffenworth has the tally for the Black Ice, and Hodge has the goal for the Assault.
It's just pretty, it always amazes me that Black Ice is always somewhere around the end of a tournament. Always in a championship, always in a semifinal. They've got guys that succeed at all times. Again, you mentioned it in college. They were at Newman. They won this year, beating Lindenwood in the finals in NCRHA. They're in the finals here for D1. They are in the finals next for Junior AAA. Jason Muro always has his guys succeeding. They did great in pro this year, getting knocked out in the quarters, but they're always at the end of a tournament. The Assault, they're no slouches either. Chris Street has his guys going. I mean, I don't know what works best here to keep them fresh. It's not pro, it's a short game, and they have a line going. Here's the issue. They have that line of Campagna and Hawkins going, and they're getting some chances, but there's also egos on the bench. So can you send them back again without guys feeling they've been wronged, without saying something on the bench just because you want to double shift guys? So you got to play that too, so you don't want guys checking out.
You got to find the fine line between winning and making people happy.
Yeah, it's an interesting line, and we'll see how long this lasts going with the full bench. You're playing all 12 players in a 1-1 game. I don't know if that's going to last the entire game. Black
Ice from right to left as they're trying to do so right now in period 2, and the Assault will go from left to right. Pascali plays it for Nate Gerger. He'll go up to his brother Matt. Matt cuts through the near circle. He comes back out into the point area. Now he looks towards goal, fires a shot. That one is blocked off the stick of Swartz and goes up into the netting to get a stoppage of play with 11:34 left in the second period. So now, George, you have a better insight than I would, being a coach at this level yourself. What was said over there on the bench for both teams?
I don't know if much was said on the Assault bench, but I do know this. I think the Assault right now, Black Ice has a name that is intimidating. I think right now the Assault probably trying to keep it the same exact way and just take their chances but not give up any odd man rushes. They're getting the odd man rushes. They just have to finish. They haven't finished, and they had 3 in a row at the end of that last period. I think just finish your chances here for the Assault, and for Black Ice, they want to keep peppering Alex Silverson. Alex Silverson has been on his game the entire week. He played pro, he played junior, and he's here in D1. He's been on his game, but they have to keep peppering him with shots, and I know that's what Jason Muro continued to let them know.
They tried to get some shots on goal there, but they couldn't quite hit the net, and the Assault take control, and Hodge will slow things down.
Black Ice's passing has to get better here because they had 2 errant passes that went back the other way for odd man rushes for the Assault. And you don't want that to happen because one of these chances are going to go in.
Aliardi gets stymied upon his zone entry and swims, gets to the puck, and plays it back for Hodge. Hodge's long pass into the Black Ice zone is deflected. Trampolines right back to him. Hits the brakes behind his own net. with 10:30 left in the second period. Perry over skates, comes out on the left side. Hodge comes out with the puck on the right. Comes out to center, and an errant pass, which is intercepted by Calgary. Calgary goes back into his own end for Kozlow. He'll stick handle behind his own net and wait for the breakout to start. And it'll commence with a pass on the right side for Shane Fox. Stutter steps, quick shot, and that one is blocked by Swims, who just held his position, made Fox make the first move, didn't bite on any of the fakes, and ends up getting the blocked shot. And that's hard to do with a guy like Shane Fox.
It seems like each team makes that first pass and they're out. No one's playing really for possession. They're making that first pass and they're going. The goaltenders are just playing strong here in a 1-1 game. It's pretty early here still in the second period, but I can see this game ending in a 2-1 game. Both teams are good defensively. I'm sure they're going to tighten up this period, and both goaltenders are playing outstanding, Machinsky and Silverson.
Pass misses Perry as the Assault try to leave the zone, and D2D go the Black Ice on the intercept. Fox to Kozlow. Kozlow goes down for Kraft, and now back for Kozlow again. He'll drop it off for Fox.
The Assault do not want to give anything up. They've got Perry up top. There you go. They've got Perry up top, and he's playing both guys at top, and they keep 3 guys in the zone, making sure they're watching the slot at the same time.
Perry at one-on-one. He just winds and blasts one on goal on Machinsky. A little right pad flick to keep that one out of the goal. And Ryan Perry, we saw it earlier on the first Assault goal. The kid just shoots from anywhere. He doesn't care. He gets the puck. He's going to be shooting.
He's a goal scorer, man.
Pascali leads a 2-on-1, goes over the back door. Tiffenworth has his second of the game.
That was a nice feed coming into the zone. Again, we talked about earlier which team was going to tighten up defensively first, and there was a defensive breakdown as KJ Tiffenworth, I don't know how you leave him wide open, but he was left wide open back door, and he puts that one home. Again, this was a line, though, for the Assault that got the odd man rushes last time, and in a line change, they gave up one, and it's in the back of the net. I think they have to make sure that they regroup and try to make sure they take advantage if there's any lapses on defense from Black Ice, because the last time Hawkins and Companion were up front, they had 3 2-on-1s.
We'll see if an adjustment is made as they now have the lead yet again. And Tiffenworth, the game's most recent goal scorer. Nice backhand toe drag to the outside. He fires one from the slot, which goes high over the net of Silverson. Tiffenworth gets back his own rebound, controls to the Black Ice, goes over to Pascal. He shot, score!
You know, some things just ain't fair. Some things ain't fair. And that shot, those two working together is one of them. KJ and Billy have worked together for the longest on the same team. Black Ice, as long as I've been in this sport, they've been loyal to Jason Miro, and they continue to work together and play well as two of the top players in the game.
That's a goal in pretty much any league, on pretty much any goaltender. Off the bar and in. Oh, that was just fun to watch. And now Pascali goes for Tiffenworth. He'll circle the back of the net and fired all the way back into his own zone. And you got to imagine the Black Ice. It's going to be hard to come back against a talented team like this who knows how to play defense and can control the game with the best of them.
And you're not playing any slouch in net either. It's Machinsky back there. He is solid. I mean, I've seen him have ridiculous games and still games for this team. And at 3-1, he's playing well and he's solid, but they can't turn the puck over here. And Companion's going. They're taking both of them.
DiMartino.
I don't know what DiMartino's going for, but I know Companion's going for slash, it looks like. Holding for DiMartino on a slash for Companion.
4-on-4 is signaled by Renault, the veteran official. DiMartino confused about the call, but nonetheless, he's going to sit in the penalty box. His argument goes for not, as it does 99.99% of the time when you're arguing with official.
Look at you doing math, Trefty. Look at you and the math.
It's not very good math, but it was there.
I know.
If it's not goals plus assist equals points, I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
I know.
Sometimes I screw that up too.
I know.
As the Assault control here, I can tell you some math right now. It's a 3-1 lead for the Black Ice. As that one's chipped back into the Black Ice zone, as they have control again, and Matt Gerger with the biscuit. He's got Aliardi all over him. It's set up the wall for Fox. Deflects off of his stick.
desperation from Schwartz there. That entire team needs to step up their desperation, down by 2 against a dynamite Black Ice team.
You know, you talked about Chris Street just playing all of his lines. He does so here with his team down by 2. As he just keeps rolling off the bench as it's played up to Schwartz. Schwartz goes into the slot, tripped up, and a penalty coming. It's bouncing around, comes back to point. Aliardi shot just misses.
At this point, you probably need to slide Aliardi on one of the other lines maybe, and this is not a shot at any of the guys on the rink because they're all good players. But you got Hawkins, you got Campagna, you got offensively minded guys, you got Perry over there. You just might need to put Aliardi if you're going to strengthen the line and shorten the bench with some other guys.
Well, they switched the lines up and put some of the big guns out here on the delayed call. That one comes over to Nixdorf. He'll go back to Hodge. Fakes the shot now to Hawkins. Hawkins fires a shot that's blocked, but no possession for the Black Ice, and Aliardi back for Hodge again.
There's no one here at the top. They're all playing low. The only person that got at the top is Corey Hodge.
Hawkins, top of the circle, far side.
A lot easier to defend if everybody's low.
Goes over to the near side for Nixdorf. It goes away from him, but Hodge, nice hustle to get the loose puck. Now Hawkins slides back towards the point. They play it to Aliardi, but it takes a bad bounce over his stick, and it's touched up by Matt Gerger. And now heading to the penalty box is Caligiuri.
I want to see who Street puts on this power play here.
Campagna, this is big for the Assault, is out of the penalty box.
Here's the thing. There are right now 7 guys on that rink. 3 guys going off here, but there was some confusion as to who's playing on this power play. And I'm not sure I would have picked these 4 myself, but it's not my team.
I think that's where the big roster with a ton of stars comes into what you were talking about.
Yeah, but at this point, don't you go 4 forwards instead of the actual 2 forwards and 2 D? And I think Aliardi's playing defense on this team too, but let's see. They may prove me wrong and get a goal here.
Well, Swims and Hodge have played together for quite some time. They'll go over to Hawkins. In front for Aliardi, a score for the Assault.
That's a good feed there by Hawkins and a tip by Aliardi there.
And I think you owe an apology, Mr. George Bell.
I don't owe anybody anything. I don't owe nobody nothing. I would still not go with that power play unit, but Hawkins and Aliardi, 2 of the most dangerous ones on that unit.
Yeah. Well, no, we talked about the point, though, is, you know, that might not have been the 4 that you would have picked, but any 4 you do pick is going to be good. I mean, the team is just full of excellent hockey players.
Just that late in the game, I think was also, there was no tie up in front. I think that late in the game, you would like to see it, and Perry shaking his head at center because he knows he probably should have been on there, but they did get a goal, so I don't think it matters. I just think there's some confusion on that Assault bench right now. They've got to get this together because they've only got 5 minutes to get a goal, and it may sound like a lot of time, but it's against Black Ice.
Yeah.
So you have to be smart about this. The only goal they have in this period so far is a power play goal. They've got to realize that they got to get 1 4-on-4 here because it's almost going to have to be murder to get a call here within the last 5.
And everybody wants to play, and that's a problem. Everybody wants to get that tying goal. Shane Fox. He's got Johnny Smith all over him, and just speed right around him as he heads up court. Slides into the slot, goes over for Pascali to the back door for Tiffelworth, looking for the hat trick.
Good defensive play by Swims. He might have saved a goal there because he was wide open back door.
Now to Fox in the far corner. Fox is tripped up and no call made. Just as you suggested, the whistle might be put away. As Fox shakes his head as he heads to the back check. Perry will make it a little easier for him as he sends it back for Hodge. Now Hodge has Swims up ahead, as George was about to say. He fires it up for Swims.
Great body there by KJ Tiffenworth to win possession back for Black Ice.
Possession so important now at this juncture of the game. Now Nate Gerger comes up court, finds Kraft off the bench. Now Kraft moves forward. He'll spin back.
Corey Hodge is so underrated on defense, and I believe Adam Swims is too. They're both underrated defensive players. I don't know how much offensive ability they have, even though Corey Hodge showed some great offensive ability earlier in the game with that goal between his legs, but they're so solid defensively, man.
I think it's a case of they've never played for a big name program. They always were trying to build the infamous program.
Building their own, yes.
Here in Detroit, and they tried to do that, and it just never worked out. So they might not be as well known or well as respected as some of the other big names because those guys were playing for the Snipers, for the Alkali RPDs, for the Mudcats, for the big name teams, and that's why they might not be as respected.
I agree, and Hawkins is going to take every shot he can. Black Ice right now has to realize that they have to get in the lane. I don't care how good you are as a goaltender. That is one of the sickest shots in the game, and you have to get in lanes and make sure you have a body on him at all times to not even let him get that shot off. Because the minute you do, and the minute you allow that shot to get off, any goaltender is at a disadvantage.
That's easier said than done. How about you go stand in front of a Hawkins shot?
Listen. It's not happening, but I'm just saying before he gets the shot off, you know?
Yeah, exactly. If you get to his stick first, you're not going to be able to get the shot away as the Black Ice control. Pascali goes over for Nate Gerger. Nate Gerger goes up for Kozlo. That one misses. And Atagoki gets to it in the far corner in his own zone. He'll give it to Hawkins and then get it right back. The product at Kennesaw State will feed Brandon Hawkins.
I feel overtime.
That's a bold prediction. That means the Assault are going to need to tie it up. They nearly do on a long shot from Atagoki that just misses. Comes all the way back down. Silverson out of his crease. He's looking to play it. Looked like he had some second thoughts there before he finally descended around the boards. Comes out to Pascali, shoots and scores. Hawkins barking at the official. I'm not sure what he's arguing about. But Pascali, nice forecheck as Silverson came out of his crease to play the puck. And when he sent it around the boards, he did it with not the most confidence in the world. And then Pascali comes in like a bull in a china shop, comes away with possession of the puck, then walks out front. Silverson still never recovered from leaving his crease and puts it in easily.
And that's the main thing, he just hadn't recovered, because Silverson is great at positioning and he plays his game well, but he just wasn't prepared there. He knew, and you said it right when he made the pass, he had second and third thoughts before he even made that pass, so he wasn't prepared.
Now the Assault back down by 2 again, looking for the comeback as it comes up for Shane Fox, and Fox goes back for Tiffenworth. Tiffenworth stick handling in his own end. From behind his own goal, he finds Shane Fox in the left wing. He'll break into the Assault zone, play it up for Pascali. He'll cut to the middle, fakes the shot, and just goes back into his own end. And that's an excellent play by Pascali. No need to force things, because if that rebound trampolines out to an Assault player, possession will go back to the Assault, and that's not what they need. Now, Nate Gerger has it for the Black Ice. He enters the zone 1-on-3. Doesn't like the numbers game, so he just fires it all the way back in his own zone for the carry on by Tiffenworth.
They need to man up tighter than this, because Black Ice can keep the puck for the entire remainder of the game. That's exactly what they need to do, pressure, but they don't need to get beat on those individual battles. And here's a 2-on-1, and he pushes it ahead, and Pascali.
Breakaway, here he comes, backhand save, Silverson.
They need to pull him.
That could be a game saver there. We'll see if they can help him out and get 2 goals to tie this one. Hodge drops it back for Swim. Swims now to Hawkins. Hawkins on the right point. He just winds and fires. Takes a couple of deflections and ends up on the stick of Tiffenworth on the far side. He gets his pocket picked by Hawkins, who sauces one back for Hodge.
They've only got 20 left.
Hodge in his own zone with 20 seconds. Needs to settle down the rolling puck. So his teammates yelling at him to hurry up. Now he gets it up court. Perry for Hawkins, back for Hodge. Hodge to Perry now, right point. Wrist shot, that one just missed the far post. It comes around, the boards chipped up the wall by Tiffenworth. The horn will sound, and the Mission Black Ice have defeated the Alkali Assault to take home the cup in the D1 division.
All in all, Black Ice, just their team has worked together for a few years now, and they just work together so well. Machinsky steps up to the plate every time. In the end, Assault just didn't put enough pucks in the net to win this game. There's too much talent over there, and Billy and KJ had, 2 goals apiece, and there were 2 guys that hurt them. They couldn't stop those 2 guys, and in the end, that was the difference in the game.
And those guys were just men on missions here in this one, and they played outstanding here in the D1 final to give.
I'm looking for Bob Bramos to plug me in here.
The championship in the D1 division to the Mission Black Ice as I turn things back over to George Brown for the post-game awards ceremony.
Thanks, Trefty. We're all set now for your Division 1 award ceremony. We will start off by awarding our runner-up in the Division 1, the Alkali Assault. Receiving their medals, number 88, Larry Adegoke. Number 21, Corey Hodge. Number 7, Ryan Perry. Number 11, Adam Swims. Number 26, Johnny Smith. Number 22, Sam Nixdorf. Number 9, Brandon Hawkins. Number 91, Alex Aliardi. Number 77, Aaron Schwartz. Number 13, Zach Zinna. Number 97, Gannon Carmeyer. Number 15, J.C. Campagna. And goaltender number 39, Alex Silverson. At this time, TORHS 2Hot4Ice would like to present the second place plaque to your runner-up in the D1 division, Alkali Assault. Coaches Chris Street and Billy Wyman. And now for your champions in Division 1, Mission Black Ice. Receiving their medals, number 74, Vinny Caligari. Number 55, PJ DiMartino. Number 13, Shane Fox. Number 26, Matthew Gerger. Number 92, Nate Gerger. Number 63, number 21, Anthony Kozlow. Number 16, Tyler Kraft. Number 93, Billy Pascali. Number 98, KJ Tiffenworth. Goaltender number 29, Joel Eisenhower. And goaltender number 30, Michael Machinsky. At this time, we will move on to your individual award winners. We will start with your high score in Division 1. High score is based on total points throughout round robin play. Your high score in Division 1 goes to, from the Alkali Assault, J.C. Campagna. Your top dishman based on total assists throughout round robin play goes to, from the Alkali Assault, J.C. Campagna. Your top goaltender in Division 1 based on save percentage throughout round robin play goes to, from the Alkali Max, Blake Ducker. We will make sure Blake gets his award. And at this time, TORHS 2Hot4Ice would like to present the championship cup and championship banner for Division 1 to your champions, Mission Black Ice. All right, Trefty, that's it for me. Junior AAA coming up next. Mission Black Ice will play once again against the Alkali Excitement. So I'm going to head downstairs now. I'm turning it right back over to you.
Thank you very much, George, and stay tuned for the Junior AAA Final coming up next